The ball just keeps on rolling down the stairs. It's going to take a big guy to kind of like just stand into the middle of the stairway and snaffle that ball up and stop it falling.
Right.
It gets faster and faster, bouncing bigger and bigger as it goes further down the stairs. It's going to take a big guy to just put his body on the line and stop it. And there's no one out there. I hate to say it, but there's no one out there apart from Trump who's big enough to stop this now. Right. I really honestly believe that now. I've always kind of like had this side view of Trump. His first term was not good. I think he was overwhelmed and picked on.
Well, the mainstream media didn't give him a break. It was this whole Russian collusion.
He got no break. Yeah.
Russian collusion, and then now it's Hillary Clinton that was involved. Yeah. We knew that from day one. It's old. It's not even news. Yeah. It's just, it is what it is. And Canada, Australia, New Zealand, they all need Donald Trump to win. You know why? So the mainstream media could go back on another 4-year binge of racist and he's a racist and he's a racist. So they could hide the last 4 years of the problems they caused. Yeah. So they need Trump to be in there so they could hide the last 4 years that they've basically...
Exactly. So they can keep this lying ball game going, because that's what's feeding, that's the gravity to the ball going down to the down the stairwell. It's gravity driving it down. What's driving them is their lies. They just keep on lying, and they'll just keep on fueling it. It's you just got to realize that. And I really think that now Trump is the only guy who can stop this. And Putin is the only big guy on the other side. No one else is big enough to stop this now. No one. No one's got the personality.
It's just like Joe Rogan said, it's a great time to be alive. There's going to be a tsunami of events that are going to hit us, and their governments are grasping at straws, looking for the next distraction. Oops, wait, that was me. But it's okay. Joe Rogan said it now. Now it matters.
Yeah.
But it's isn't it? Did you watch that play when I played that part where you said that?
Yep, I did. Yep.
Can you believe that? This is like our thing we've been saying for years.
Yeah. We have been so far ahead of the news, and it takes a lot of work to be ahead of the news, because most people are in present time. We've been looking years to the future. I was the same. I've studied hard, and I've worked out where we're going to go financially, which is why 15 years ago, longer than 15 years ago, I started stacking silver, buying short things of silver, because I think I know I'm a bit of a silver nut, but I think in the future, I've never seen anything that is going to hold silver back. We're going to need it more and more, and the value of it is going to go up, and gold as well, if you can afford it.
Right.
Most people, the average man can't afford gold; too expensive. So he has to go to silver. Governments go to gold. The average man goes to silver.
Right.
It's what you got to do. To look forward. Economically.
So what else do you think economically is going to happen?
I think we got real problems coming financially with this debt bomb. And have you seen the American debt? It's $34 trillion. Well, it was $34 trillion about a month ago. Already it's gone up to 150 billion. Mm-hmm. So they've gone 150 billion in debt in the last month or two. I mean,
I'm going to tell you a little secret. It doesn't matter, because they're not going to pay it. They're not going to pay it back. They're not going to pay it back. Hold on, just let me finish my point.
It's not going to get paid back. It's not going to get paid back. They must know that by now, surely.
So they're not going to pay it back. They have a military, and they're going to say, "Come get your money, if you want it."
Yeah.
And
the money's not going to be worth anything anyway. No one's going to want it.
what's going to happen is we're going to have a collapse of the funded liabilities, like pensions. And I made a specific video breaking down the domino effect. I made a video in 2018 how the domino effect of unfunded liabilities. So it's going to be, first they're going to go after the war vets and cut their pensions off. Then they're going to go after the old age pensioners. And then last but not least, they're going to go after the welfare recipients.
Yep. That's why one reason why I retired early. Why should I wait and work till I'm 65 working for a pension that I'm not going to get? Because it's not going to be there. I might as well retire now and live off the money that I've invested, which I've been doing for the last 2.5 years. I retired at 58 and I've just turned 61. So, I mean, I'm enjoying my life now. Why wait for something that's not going to turn up? Because I don't think there will be a pension in New Zealand by the time I hit 65.
The country's too over-leveraged. Jacinda Ardern destroyed that country in 4 years.
Yep.
And she just ruined it.
This country got hit so hard financially when the COVID-19 business started, and so you can't stop an economy without there being a financial consequence further down the line. It can't happen. It doesn't work,
Exactly. I like the way you put that. You speak very fine, good, clear English. I like that, and I appreciate that. And
I think Australia's in the same position. The Western world is the Western Europe is in the same. And it's even worse for Western Europe because they've got an immigrant problem as well on top of all the financial problems. My God, it's a mess.
Well, financially, every country in the Commonwealth is in a lot of problems, and their solution to it is to bring in more immigration to destroy. So remember, when the third world burns, the first world dies. That's something we've been saying on the channel for years. When the third world burns, the first world dies.
Yep, dead right. Yeah, I think the Eastern Europeans, like the Russians and them, they can see what's happening to the West as well. That's why they're doing what they're doing. They're not going to let that happen to their own countries. They're not going to let their country commit suicide like Europe and Australia, America, and New Zealand, Western Europe, France, all these countries. They've committed suicide.
Yeah, economic suicide.
Economic, followed by social suicide.
I love the way you're.
That's what happens.
I just love the way you're putting it tonight. That's good.
Yeah.
So where are you? Are you in Auckland?
I'm south of Auckland, about 2.5 hours.
Oh, okay. You're way down.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I moved out of Auckland when I left my last job, and I got laid off, and I bought my house down here in a little town south of Auckland, and living the country life.
Good for you. I'm proud of you. I'm happy for you. I'm very happy.
Yeah, I'm happy too, because my God, am I glad I'm out of Auckland. Half my mates are still there. And they had a big lockdown. There was a lockdown in New Zealand, the second lockdown. And down here, we were only locked down for about, I think, a week, maybe 2 at the very most. They were locked down for well over 6 weeks or something like that in Auckland. It was insane.
Wow.
It was insane. I remember I had to go up to Auckland to pick up a shipment, and I actually had to sneak in and sneak out through the back roads where there weren't any cops waiting.
Oh, what? What?
I took the back, because I know the back roads, because I used to go motorcycling on the back roads and stuff like that. So, and they only had a police thing on the main road going down, so I had to get out that way. Because they would have stopped me and said, "Well, what are you doing here? You don't live in Auckland. How'd you get in?"
Wow. Well, it's good to reminisce here tonight on Mike. Good reminiscing here tonight on Mike in the Night, eh?
Yeah, it is good. It is fun.
But anyways, all right, Rob, keep us on the pulse. Keep us updated on anything that happens there in Kiwi land.
Yep.
And just be our eyes and ears for us, and just report anything. You could send me any short clips you'd like on Skype. I would appreciate that very much. If you don't even have to speak. You could just send me a clip of something and then send it to me on Skype. And Skype allows, I think, up to 13-minute videos. It's 13-minute cap. So.
All right. Cool.
Yeah.
Cool.
All right, dude. You have yourself a good Sunday afternoon there, and we'll talk soon.
Yeah, I know your show is buffering for me quite a bit today, but I'll try and follow as much as I can.
Thanks, brother. Have a good one. God bless.
Okay. See you later. Bye.